This video is going to look at how to set your assignment defaults so that once you set things up, you don't have to fiddle with all the details every time. But I want to back up just a little bit more to the categories. So I'm in the gradebook and I'm going to select my course here. And once it opens up, remember that last time we scrolled down to categories and we made just one category. In this one, I want to show you how we could create a few different ones. And so here what I've got is I have two other ones that I made. This is for an English 12 course. I've got challenges and loss as one of my categories, justice and equity as another, and I want to add one more category. So I'm going to add this one and just call this identity. And you'll notice that it gives me a prompt. Do you want this added to all the sections where you teach English 12? And I teach more than one, so I'm going to do that. And I can have a short character name here, identity, up to 10 characters. And because that is less than 10, I'm going to go ahead and use the whole thing in my code. Remember, my assignment weight is 1, and I click my check mark. So I have all three here. Okay, so they're here. So now what you would do is you'd be back in your assignment and you would choose the one that you want to deal with right now because we want to set some details, some defaults here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on identity. And I'm going to look at my category weight, and now I need my grade scale. If you come to this little magnifying glass here, this is your picker, and it's really important that you choose emerging, developing, proficient, extending. This is the one that you want. It looks almost the same as this one here and similar to some of these others, so double check it carefully and then just select OK. When you look down a little bit farther, we've got entry mode. And we want to make sure that we are selecting letter only. That's going to let us choose one of these four here. The reason we don't want to choose numbers or the numeric option is because in competency-based assessment, we are showing and assessing growth in competency over time. If we choose a number, somehow this sets up the expectation that those numbers are somehow going to get added together and divided to create a percent at the end. And that's not what we're going to be doing with competency-based grade books. So please select letter only. We also don't use points, but for this program, in order for it to work, you have to give it a value of 1. Where it says extra credit points and scores cannot be dropped, these are both contrary to competency-based assessment, so you can leave them unchecked. The visibility type, I like to set this as private to begin as you're developing your assignments. So just leave it at private for now, and we'll set this as the default. And then later, when you create your assignments and they're ready to go, you'll have an option to set it to public, no grades. That means they can just see the assignment without a grade, or public means that they would see the assessed grade. So we're going to leave it at private right now and go ahead and click save. And then just to be sure we are saved, we are going to save again. All right, that sets us up with the assignment, the defaults, and our next video will look at how we actually create the assignments.